Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Total War Live here on Twitch and YouTube Total War Live. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to do a modder spotlight. Rather than gathering a bunch of different mods like we have before and checking them out, we're actually going to focus on a single modder, and today's modder is going to be Guvenoren. I sat down with Guvenoren over the weekend and just had a chat, interviewed him a little bit about how he got into modding and really what goes into making mods and so on. Hello, Steve-O the Outlaw. How are you doing? Interesting choice of emoji there. Oh, you can see where the mask goes on my beard. That's unfortunate. It's big beard problems. I literally just finished watching the oversimplified video for this on YouTube when the notification for the stream came up. I would have seen it as a sign to finally buy this treasure, but both my wife's and my cars broke. Both me and my wife's cars broke down. Had to meet. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Prolemon brain. Hopefully you can pick it up one day. Surely I mean, there are sales on Steam all the time. Surely Three Kingdoms will be on sale soon. But yes. So like I said, we had an interview over the weekend where I talked a little bit to Guvenoren to, see what's up. And I'm going to play that interview for you here right now. So if you're here watching it on Twitch or YouTube, you get to see it early. But it's also coming out on YouTube on the main channel on Friday. So you can link it to people if they want to see it. And it'll be a little bit better because I'm actually going to be recording this and adding in things into it after the fact. So, should we do it? Should we just get right into it? I guess so. There's nothing much more to it. I'll set up the game after this to make sure we have the mods we're going to check out. And, you can just enjoy the stream. Okay? Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're doing a modder spotlight. My first guest on our modder spotlight has over 130 mods on the Steam Workshop, and we're gonna ask him some questions and see if we can learn some more about modding, and if you're interested in modding, seeing how we can get you into modding. So, allow me to introduce Guvenoren.
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I mean, everything is cool. This is a first. I was a bit surprised, and I got invited for an interview, but I think it's gonna be cool. I was actually really excited. Yeah,
me too. I had this idea very late that night and thought, this is great. I'm gonna wake up everyone at the office with instant messages now. So let's start with some background. So how did you get into making mods?
Okay, so when I started getting into mods was like when I was like a real peasant for Total War games. Like when it's like you're like an avid user of mods, you've been playing it for like over hundreds of hours. Like I have like Total War Warhammer, I have like 6,000 hours in total. So I've been like really like plowing the hours on these games, and I'm like, when you have put so much hours into one thing, you just want to add something new to it. You want to have something to like just come back to. The DLCs work really well. But sometimes you just want to, you have the workshop, you have a library of like community created content, so you just want to keep adding things, but then there are just some ideas that just doesn't exist, and then you're just like, oh, but what if that exists, what if it was like that, but then you just sit there like, I don't know what the mod, so then it's really easy to just kind of like lean back and be like, I'm just gonna leave it like that. But I got an opportunity when I was like playing Total War Attila, like really bad, really much back then. Then there was this guy named Agres who was making like a lot of reskin mods, and then I was like, I don't know, we started chatting, and I was like, hey, I have like a lot of time on my hands. I'll help you up with some reskin ideas. Because, I don't know, I just wanted to give it a try, and it seemed really easy at the time, because you have this variant editor program on the assembly kit. So then I was like, oh, well, that actually looks kind of easy. It's like actually pretty like good interface to start pumping out some variant measures like reskinning. So then I started like doing my very first mod was 2015 was for the Western Roman Empire, and in my opinion it looks atrocious. But but I don't know. That was the first one. I was really proud of it, and then I was like, just like, you know what? I still have a lot of time on my hands. I'm just gonna keep on grinding out these mods. So I was like, just going like sitting all days, just had nothing better to do, and I just kept doing these reskins, and I just kept uploading. I did my own Hun one. I did the White Huns when they got released, and then I even did one for Age of Charlemagne when I was saying like, you know what? I'm gonna make a reskin, the very first reskin that does every faction for Age of Charlemagne. And when I did that, it took me like, a few days. It was insane. Like I sat like 9 hours on these few days, just like pumping out as much as I could on each of these factions that was for Age of Charlemagne, and then I just set it out there. And I think, to my knowledge, I was the first one that I managed to do a complete reskin for Age of Charlemagne.
Wow.
Well, I was really shocked when I thought it was like in following week that another YouTube channel actually featured that mod. It was the first time I was ever featured. I just flew out of bed and I was like, "Mom, look what happened!" I don't know. I just wanted to get something more out of what I had, and that's pretty much the reason why I pumped so many hours into any Total War game, and why I just can't stop. so it sucked up all hours of my game.
I think a lot of people can relate to the idea that Total War is sucking up all the hours of the day, and it's impressive. You spending basically the same amount of time that someone would spend on a full-time job just making mods.
I had a lot of time on my hands at that time.
And you have a lot to show for it. I think 128 mods for Total War games on the Steam Workshop.
There actually would have been more if I didn't remove my unit mods, which was like 20 extra, because I think it was an update on Total Warhammer, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna have much time to update these mods, because when I update mods, and upload mods, I kind of promised to myself and everybody else that use it that I'm gonna keep it updated, but I couldn't do that for these mods, and I just had to get them away. And I know a lot of people got upset over that, but I was like, look, I can't. But I did give them away to a lot of other modders to play around with, so you can still find them on the Total War Workshop.
So you talked about how you had an idea for something that you wanted to see in Total War, and you ended up just making it. So what's that process like? Like how do you come up with the ideas for the different mods that you want to be making?
Yeah, a little. Sometimes it doesn't need to be more than that, but sometimes it could also be like if I discover what I perceive as a problem, or it could be just like a stroke at the moment, kind of like my very first unit mod that I made, which was a shielded halberdier Empire States Troop unit. And I remember a lot of people kind of questioned, like, why do you do that? I mean, like, back in the tabletop, and I was like, but who screws the stats in the tabletop? I just want to have a shielded halberdier unit. I was like, I just want to have a shielded halberdier unit. What was that? And there was this other guy who I kind of got in contact with too, who I used one of his mods as a template. So then I could see how he had lined up everything. So I was like, aha, that's how you do it. That's what you need. You land unit tables, main units, yada yada, and all that. And then you... I just followed it exactly how he did it, and then I just, rewrote some details, and I was like, oh, so he did it. And I remember I sent it to him, and he was like, yeah, all right, well, that works. And for them, we just kind of continued going down, like, wait, how can I add more to it? Can I add abilities? Can I add new attributes, etc.? And, and I just kind of got my answers as I went down. And that was just, again, just like a stroke at the moment. And then after that, I was like, hey, Chaos Berserkers are pretty cool, but they don't exist. So I was like, I gotta have to do them. Everybody's so cool. And then that's basically how it works. It's kind of like, either you talk to one of your mates about it, or you just sit there being in front of a PC and it's like, you know what? This could have worked a different way. I wonder if that would be fun. Let's do it. And it's like, it's just kind of like that. It could just be in that, or you just kind of want to add something, especially because you can, really. I kind of feel like mods is kind of, that's a great thing with mods. You're just kind of free that way. And okay, so I know there are like a lot of cheat mods out there, and a lot of people kind of think like that. Why should you cheat and all that? But I kind of think like, everybody enjoys the game in a different way. So if that's what makes people, enjoy the game, then why should they stop?
Yeah, the way you want to play the game is the legitimate way to play the game. If that means you only want to play, Vampire Coast all with, with gunnery whites, then that's fine. Or if you want to download a cheat mod, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's you play the game. It's a single player game,
Yeah.
except if you're playing multiplayer, of course. But you play the game how you
Exactly how we want to be. But also, if it were multiplayer, I mean, both of you kind of have like an agreement that this is how it's gonna be. So both of you guys download the same mod. Otherwise, it wouldn't work.
You've obviously made mods for a lot of different Total War games. You talked about Attila. You've done for Shogun 2, Warhammer, Three Kingdoms. Do you have a favorite Total War to mod?
Recently, I just think Three Kingdoms is so fun because it doesn't require that much scripting. Everything is in like these campaign groups, and I think that is like so liberating when I just want to make like tiny edits, and I don't need to go and jump into writing scripts or anything. I'm not really that good at script writing. I usually kind of become one of those peasants that beg for those that are good at scripting to just write a short little script like that. But when you can just come to Three Kingdoms and just have like these very good tables, like the campaign groups, to just make like tiny edits, I mean, that I feel that is great.
Do you have a favorite Total War mod that you didn't make?
That is a really good question. But I mean, when I want something, you usually try to make it myself, but of course when you can have someone make it too, just like that, then especially when I'm not that very good at reskinning, I have a tendency to jump definitely to other people's vision because they're so good at it. I would say Ado Potatoes Empire reskin is just it just hits right there. It's just right there. He just gets it. And also, which I've used on occasions, his like themed Warriors of Chaos reskins. This is like one for Khorne, Nurgle, etc. I mean, I've actually used them on occasion too. They're actually really good. They're also like ridiculously good. He's kind of like one of those, a little bit of a hidden gem in the workshop. But I will also say the uniforms and heraldry. Bretonnia in particular is like, I don't even know what to begin with that one. It's just like, now when I've already used it, I just can't stop. And if you would ever stop updating that, I would feel like end of an era, you know what I mean? It would be like,
yeah, absolutely.
It would be like end of an era. If that was to Total Warhammer, I mean, Three Kingdoms, I'm just gonna, I want to say make them unique, but it will be too obvious. So
that's fine. It's a great mod.
It is. They put like way too many hours on it. But I would also say puzzle illustrations. I would say that one is really good. Like too, and it goes really well together with make them unique. So if you have them both, it works really well.
So do you have any advice for people who are currently not making mods but would like to get into making mods?
First of all, don't be too afraid of it. I mean, it can seem like that you just sit like a peasant while these big modders, like demigod modders, sit and pump out stuff. Sometimes you only make it as hard as you want to make it, really. Like, if you want to make just something tiny, just give Karl Franz a 200 billion attack. I mean, that's actually really easy. Like, that is actually like really easy. You only need to get the software for it, which is readily available out there. I would also say, like, get your vision, what it is that you want to make. Find your scope first. Don't go like, I'm gonna create a new faction. Like, don't do that. It's not gonna work. I was that kind of guy. I was like, I'm gonna make the, I don't know, like the Mongols in Total Attila, and of course that didn't work because scope was too big, and I didn't have the knowledge for it. And speaking about knowledge, use assembly kit. You start with assembly kit along with your other modding tool, and use the global search function. Like, I wouldn't be able to make half of the mods if I didn't use the global search function, because that's just how I gather knowledge if I want to like do something. I always have it beside myself when I sit and mod, so I can like readily available grind the knowledge to understand which tables I need to use, and because it can be a lot to add in, but it's actually not that scary. Just probably the scariest thing is about the time it sucks. Like, not the time it sucks. That's probably the scariest part.
Something that people don't really think about is that if you're interested in getting into the games industry, modding is a great place to start, because with modding you can build up a portfolio of work that you've done.
Well, that's I didn't know that was a thing, actually.
All right. So, do you have any hints maybe for future projects that you're working on? Any new mods?
I mean, I have a lot of mods that, like a lot of pack files in my drive that's just sitting there and gathering dust. But I mean, recently I've been working on the 8 Princess DLC, and I got out 2 mods on that, and I'm just still working on that. I was actually doing that before we started this interview. I'm still gonna make a patch update. And I guess a little hint for that one is I haven't forgotten about the Nanman tribes. I haven't forgotten about those. I have some ideas for Eltharion the Grim and Norska.
Ooh.
I'm not gonna put into real details what about them, but one is bigger than the other.
Well, that's a good teaser for things that may come. All right, so we're gonna, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're gonna put a link to Guvenoren's Steam Workshop in the description, as along with links to most of the other mods that we have mentioned here today. I want to thank you for coming out and doing this interview. I took time out of your Saturday.
No, that's all right.
Sorry about that.
I didn't really have much else to do on my Saturdays, would just be modding most of the time.
All right, I took away time from making mods to talk a little bit about modding. That's great.
How dare you?
It's great.
No, it was really cool to talk to you guys. It was really cool.
Absolutely. And if you, the viewer, have any suggestion for in future interviews that we should do, leave them in the comments or in the chat or wherever you're watching this. Maybe send us something on Twitter or on the forums, whatever. Anyway, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We will see you next time.
All right, so that was our interview with Guvenoren. Hopefully that brought some insight into the way he thinks about mods and how he got into mods. So if you're interested in making mods for yourself, go ahead and do it. Maybe make that Call France 200 million attack damage mod. I don't remember if that was actually part of the interview or if I cut that part. Doesn't matter. Just make cool mods. Yes, I'm wearing the blanket because it is still really cold in here, and I do not think there will be a time where there isn't cold in this room, especially during winter. So let's take a look at some of Gov's mods. We're gonna focus on 3 Kingdoms today, because those are new. He as he said, he just recently released the 8 Princess mods, so I thought perfect time to check out what those are all about. So this is Gov's 8 Princess Spicy Overhaul mod. Let's check out some of the highlight features. So it overhauls the 8 Princess DLC, added the population fix for 8 Princess made by the dog is comfy, so that's a different mod added into this one. Disabled the alignment system. You should no longer gain or earn anything from alignment. The mechanic was only making the player cheat, so you know, it's a mod. You know, you have your own opinions. Confusion temples generate prestige, and then he's also edited judiciary buildings for certain factions to make them more interesting, and he edited all 8 princes in one way or another. So let's take a look at some of those edits. So Sima Liang has improved jurisdiction bonuses and has unique buildings with better values and increases noble supports. He also has imperial units focused as his faction increases the damages of all imperial units. Then we got Sima Lun, who now has cheaper proxy wars, or instigating proxy wars is cheaper. Judiciary buildings now also improves relations with the Empire of Jin and unlocks the unique highwaymen units. He also has a unique raiding stance that gives the entire army raid attribute. Burn. Sima Yong has a unique occupation option to subdue population, which costs control for no population loss from siege and faction support. So I think this is the guy we're gonna check out, mostly because I really want to check out that subdue population occupation option. Of course, Sima Ying has a bunch of stuff with the court. So court positions generate prestige. He's reworked the extended court debuff. He's improved unique buildings, and he has Han extended Xiang infantry roster and can no longer recruit Han militia units. Then we have Sima Wei, another thought here that maybe I should play this, because Sima Wei can now raise settlements for Fury. He has improved gain from Fury resources. Conscription buildings generates industry income, and some buffs to the AI to make them maintain Fury better. Sima Yue has unique buildings which provide more bonuses, so movement range and food. His influence resource has a neutral state, and max stage is now stronger. He gains a burst of influence at the start of the game, and now the front end mentions his ability to influence relations like Cao Cao. Then we have Sima Ai. He starts as a prince rank and can form coalitions at the beginning of the game now. He also has improved and changed Reformation bonuses, and Champion of Reformation, a unique starting skill. Then lastly we have Sima Yong. He can now request tribute from other factions, but defending is expensive. Military security effect bundle now applies bonus income from tributes, and his hard bonuses have been nerfed, so that he's less of a steamroller. So these are the changes, or some of the changes that Gov's made in the 8 Princes Spicy Overhaul mod. I've also enabled his additional unique unit mods for the 8 Princes DLC. So we can see some of them here for various people. So I've enabled those. We should be able to see those on the field. Let's see, is there a list of them here? I don't think so. No, I remembered correctly. Alright, so let's jump into it. So, as I was saying, maybe Sima Wei just for the raising.
Sima Wei is as a volatile storm.
Or maybe Sima Jong. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. It's I mean, it's lockdown again, you know, lockdown 2 Electric Boogaloo, but
He has forged a place of power within the turmoil.
so which prince do you guys want to see me play right now? Let me know in the chat. I'm leaning Sima Jong or Sima J, Sima Wei. Is what I meant to say. Sima J. And then all of these unavailable ones. We have 1 vote for Jong, we have 1 vote for Wei. Another for Jong. Alright, I'm gonna give it 5 more seconds. Alright, Sima Jong has it. So let's see, what options are we on? Normal, good. I got another one for Sima Jong. There we go. Right.
There is a head to every family. But does this give them the right to lead? Should a good leader seek peace? Or opportunity? Do they order us into battle? Or do we follow them? Do they serve the people? Or themselves? The answer is simple. They do what must be done. And so shall I.
Man, our cinematics department is so good. Ah, they're fantastic. Just. Mwah. Oh, I thought we were gonna get narration. Never mind. Ah, the trailers are all top quality as well. Yeah, same department. Our in-house peeps making all that good stuff, and some more stuff on top of that as well. But trailers, obviously, they're bread and butter. All right.
The Imperial Court is in chaos, Sir Mahjong. And your royal kin moved to war against one another.
They spurn me like they spurned my father. This fate is too good for them.
Maybe so. But you could bring stability and prove how mistaken they were in overlooking your strength. Sir Masher to the northeast presents a threat to you. Perhaps you should start with him.
By proving my strength against him, the Emperor will surely see my ability. Yes.
You have strong trade connections and easy access to more. This is an advantageous position, one you can build from.
As you say, I will march from here to Liu Yan and save the Emperor from those who would manipulate him.
You speak and act with authority, Sir Mahjong. China has need of your leadership, now more than ever.
I mean, what? She plays every side. What a traitor. Anyway, right. So the Emperor is beset on all sides, Sir Mahjong, as your avaricious kin and the Emperors vie for control of his fragile throne. There are few amongst them capable of steering the dynasty. Yet you have this talent. If you are to aid the Emperor, however, the knaves that march in your lands must be put down. Only once you have demonstrated your strength can the dynasty be saved by your hand. Okay. So control is our main mechanic, and main mechanic, and Gov has changed a little bit on that. As we occupy, we should be able to check out the new occupation style for Sir Mahjong. So currently we are accommodating, which gives +1 spirit alignment per turn. Reduced penalty from higher desire for office on all characters, but reduced noble support and increased corruption. Okay. You know what? Is this too loud? Is the background noise too loud here? Because I feel like it's a bit too low normally. Trying to learn more about these games in depth, and tips I'm open for. If you're talking about story, then I would go with the same suggestions as Evidenscan. Evidenscan. The Three Kingdoms novels are there, but they're kind of hard to read because they're written what, in the 12th century, 13th century China, so no, really, they don't flow terribly interestingly well. But the TV show is really great. Hey, Gov, how's it going? I don't think you enabled the mod. I'm pretty sure I did, but let's restart anyway, just to be sure. I can always skip things. Let me double check. Mod manager. Nope. What? Damn you, game. You're playing with these mods. Yes. Good. Cool. The front end wasn't changed. All right. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. The game tricked me. It said it had it enabled, and then it didn't. Ah. What do you all recommend to learn first about the Three Kingdoms era? Watch the TV show. There's a really cool Chinese TV show from 2010 called Three Kingdoms, which is really good. I heavily suggest it. I haven't watched all of it.
Hear my words, then obey them.
Sir Ma Jiong has suffered great indignities at the hands of the Jin emperors.
That's very loud.
Despite it all, forged a place
Hey Gov,
of
does this
power
look right
within
now?
their turmoil.
I'm just gonna wait to make sure that this looks right. Captain Retinue, Chi Swordsman, Chi Guardsman, Chi Crossbowman, Judiciary, Micromanage, Commandery. Ooh. Occupy, subdue, populace. It looks right. Cool. Let's skip through this. Good, that was mentioned now instead of later. Yeah, it would have been hilarious if we had been playing for God knows how long, and then, but at the end of the stream we go, oh, there's not yet. It's a short version of this TV show on Amazon Video. Cool. All right. There we go. That looks different. Cool. So we have reduced penalty from desire of higher office, and reduced noble support and increased corruption. Fantastic. Let me remove these pins. Good. So we have just this one mission. We got a reform. Let's see. Military provisions gives us oil towers and wooden stakes. Reduced redeployment cost, reduced recruitment cost. Let's see. Income from looting settlements, post-battle loot income, spies, trade influence, and trade agreements. Always good. I always like money, so I think I'm gonna go with money. Okay, good. Let's see. We got our alignments here. Let's first, before anything else, check out Sima Yao. I don't know, you're kind of where I want to conquer, so maybe we don't do that yet. Alright, let's fight. Yeah. Yeah, the original Three Kingdoms TV show has like 80 episodes, but they don't really put it into seasons the way we tend to do it in the West. So it's like season 1, 80 episodes. Season 2, none. Right, man, it's been a while since I played Three Kingdoms, I think. Let's see, so we have Wang Bao here, who has hamstring and immune to fatigue. We've got Stone Bulwark, increases range block chance and makes him unbreakable, which is an active buff. It's got a 75 meter effect range, 30-second cooldown, 120 seconds. Oh, sorry, 30-second duration, 120-second cooldown. Then we have our Dao Swords Guard Cavalry. Let's pick up those. We have our Chi Guardsmen, our Archer Militia, and then we have our Spear Guards. We'll put our Spear Guards in the front. Let's loosen them up a bit. Make them take less archer damage. We'll take our good spearmen, put them right behind. And our archers right behind that. And we'll put our horsey boys off to the side. Okay. Walk. The enemy's too far away. We can't see them. There they are. Hello. Alright. Sorry, I see a question in chat. What was the question? I'm curious. Have you what goes into considering if an artist is hired? Well, Rafik Roland, when it comes to hiring modders, the first and most important thing is that they have to apply to they have to apply to work here, you know. Secondly, we have a lot of great artists in the community, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they are right for a position here. Doesn't mean they're wrong either. But what goes into making mods and what goes into making games is often very different. And not everyone is going to be suited for one or the other. So I cannot speak on the specificity of any one modder, why they haven't been hired, because that's first off not my job. Secondly, I don't think I should do that even if that was my job. I definitely shouldn't do that anyway. So okay, let's head in. Alright, let's take our horsey boys, send them in around the back. Here we go. I think I'm gonna keep mostly at least one of the guardsmen here to protect, because they have horsey boys here that we need to protect our archers from. Let's send in Sima Jong against that. We'll send... Oh. We'll do... Oh, they ran like cowards. Like the cowards they are. Okay. Then we switch our archers to the horses. Oh, fantastic. Turn around. Destroy them. Boom, boom, boom. Splash damage? Sure. Cool. They broke real quick, huh? Let's see if we can get our horses to go after the horses, and our spears to go after the other one. We'll turn off loose formation on this. Did we kill the guy? Yep. Or he ran off. I don't know. Where's the edge here? There it is. Alright, so he should be dead. Easy fight, but you know, it's the first fight of a Total War game. It's generally pretty easy. Although I have, in the past, lost to the first battle. Actually, I don't know if I've lost, but I have taken a lot of casualties to the point where I restarted. But yeah, no, like if you want to get into the games industry, I heavily suggest making mods. I know at least 3 people who have gotten jobs in the games industry where their modding was a big influence on their application. And if you want to get into the games industry, start modding. You know, if maybe you're an artist and you don't maybe you're an artist and you don't necessarily want to you know, do the coding or whatever, contact someone who does art mods or whatever. See, hey, can I contribute to your mods? Can we work together? All right, so we got 9 control from that. We don't really need the replenishment, so let's get the income. He's dead. Right, cool. The Empress demands that traitors be crushed. The Emperor has decreed Wei Guan and Sima Liang, formerly regents of the realm, are traitors and to be arrested. You have been tasked by the Empress with dealing with their nearby allies, yet how vigorously do you pursue them? In the Eight Princes campaign, the choices you make can influence your alignment in one of 4 ways, in which turn can affect what happens at key points in the campaign. Interesting. So, all alignments are disabled due to that the alignment system was only in the player's favor. I tried to see if it could be used for the AI as well, but I saw none. As such, no one should be able to use the alignment system. So it does. I guess this doesn't matter if you're playing with Gov's mods. Have you tried MTU or Wu King Descents? We had Make Them Unique on the last time we did a mod spotlight. I think that was just after A World Betrayed. So maybe after, maybe I'll give them some more time after the next update we do and see. Go and check them out again. Maybe I'll have them on. You know, do an interview like we did with Gov at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, cool. Right. So how do we do it? Let's crush opposition. I got the mission conquer. I will be the Emperor's favorites. Capture Beihai. Oh, cool. That's where I was going anyway.
Attack! Shout fury!
Yeah. Long shot, but any hint when the next update is coming for Three Kingdoms? I can give you a time span. It will come sometime between now and the eventual heat death of the universe. How much do you enjoy Eight Princes compared to the other DLCs? I find it quite underrated. I have not... This is not the first time I'm playing Eight Princes, but I have not spent much time with Eight Princes. Like, not even close to any of the other DLCs or the base game. I guess... I don't know if I can say base game, considering I didn't play until after there were DLC, but I absolutely I love Three Kingdoms, and this is really nice. That's pretty much all I can say. I have not played too much Eight Princes yet, so but now I'm playing it without the alignment system. Cool. So there we go. They have no walls, which is why we're here. We'll send the cavalry around this side. We'll have these walk over here. Let's see, new group and new group. Oh, I have fire arrows. Why aren't I using fire arrows? What's my favorite war title to date? It's either Three Kingdoms or Troy. I don't have a strong opinion. But I really like those. Oh. Let's get out of range of those archers. Can I burn down the forest? It's, well, calling that a forest is an interesting choice, considering it's like 5 trees, but hey, sometimes you don't see the forest for all the trees. They don't have any cavalry, so I'm not really scared for that. Right. They have... no. Man, they take no damage, huh? Let's turn to standard shots, maybe? See if that helps. Okay, Sima Jong comes in like an absolute lad and just chasens them away. Cool. Let's turn our archers to there. We'll turn our horses to here. Sima Jong can deal with the archers himself. Yeah. What do you mean Wreckers mode hasn't been updated? Pretty sure we've been... They have the new stuff, right? Did you guys release a mod tool? For Three Kingdoms, there's been a mod tool for a long time. I think. Wait. Assembly kit is available for Three Kingdoms, surely, yeah? But if you mean Troy, then yes, we just released the Troy modding tools like not last week, but the week before. I think. There are already mods on the Epic Game Store if you want to go and check them out. Some really cool ones in there. Okay, just speed up. Kill all the units. Get all... who cares? End battle. I'm only playing for like 15 minutes more anyways. Bum bum bum.
Our fate
Alright.
is rewarded.
So we should have the new occupation here. If we have... So occupy and subdue population reduces 1 control. But increases population, faction support, and military supplies. And it just it replaces normal occupation. We could loot and occupy, which has the normal stuff, and sack and withdraw. But let's occupy and subdue.
They will thank us.
Considering, I have 200. Gav, maybe you should rebalance this. That was 1. Or maybe it's is it based on the city size? Let's see. So we've taken our first bit. We have Beihai. Do we have all of Beihai? We do, and we have all of Leon. Let's just go on an upgrade spree, I suppose. Well, I don't know. Upgrade spree might be no. Well, we have enough to do. Let's see. What do we got here? We got food production. We got food production, income from peasantry. Income peasantry. Let's see if we can build anything that improves that, like this. And then we do diplomacy. Are there any trade agreements? Not really, is there? No one wants anything. We'll wait. We have a decent income still. But what I should do is recruit. Okay. Let's get... Ooh, Sima Zan. You don't like Sima Jong. Tough. You're coming with me anyway. Ooh, mounted crossbows. I like archers. Then we're gonna replace these with... Ooh, you have so much better everything. Let's replace these with some Shi swordsmen. There we go, and we'll add... No, let's add some more swords. Well, saber militia. There we go. Fantastic, and turn. If you loot and occupy, you gain control the same way, but you gain less control from looting and occupying than you lose from subduing. So you need to measure hard. It's based on total population that you have to subdue. Cool. That makes sense, because it was like 1 control, and I have 270. Well, I have 280 now. Okay. So, using Sima Zhong's army defeat 3 armies or garrisons. So, who do we want to fight? Sima Rui. You have no friends.
Let us talk.
Word is.
War, stability is restored.
Okay.
Focus your rage. For China!
Valiant defeat? I don't think so. Let's build some towers. Yeah, let's build towers and continue siege. Then we check trade agreement. Well, alright, Sima Yao, you get to survive.
Sit down, so we may talk.
Can we get any more money from this? 23? Yes, 24. Always squeeze the most. Alright, so can we get more than 240 in one turn? No. Alright, so request regular 24 proposed deal. There we go. Woo! Ah. The problem with having absolute numbers with control on the occupation was that the loss in game was too much at early turn. No, it makes total sense. I was just wondering if it was always going to be one control, because if that was very cheap if it was only one. How big is the campaign map? What countries are there? China is it's the Three Kingdoms game, so it's about China. The furthest east you can go is I think here, and the furthest south you can go here. This is third century, late 3rd century China. The Jin dynasty. Oh. Apparently I haven't played much Total War on this account. Or sorry, not much Three Kingdoms on this account. I have 4? I don't know about any hotfixes in the works, unfortunately. Any announcement soon? I mean, maybe. Why so many accounts? I have my personal account. I have my work account from my last job, where I have a bunch of games. Then I have another account that I can't talk about, and then my work account here. Is it possible to negotiate with Korea or India? No, because Korea or India is not in the game. Okay. Loose formation. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Wait, no. There we go. We'll throw one of those in there. So we have some nice units there. We'll throw these in the back, why not? And then all of our archers. Whew. They all have flaming shots. Good, good, good. Do they? Very nice. Sima Zhong is here. Sima-san, you just hang in the back. Are you even... No, you don't have a bow. Wang Bao and Sima Zhong, you're gonna be beast moding it on the side. Okay. I've yet to measure how much control you gain and lose from a city with large population in the current version. Whew. Manchuria is not in the game either. It is only 2nd and 3rd century China. The Three Kingdoms period. Well, leading up to the Three Kingdoms period, and then starting it. And then generally the point of the game is to become the victor of the Three Kingdoms. And form the One Kingdom. But in the Eight Princes, which takes place 100 years later, we are playing with the historical One Kingdom, the Jin Empire. I guess it's not the One Kingdom, it's the One Empire. Ah. He's got a lot of horses. There's no news for any game. We're just doing a mod spotlight here, okay? You should guard mode, by the way, and flaming shot. Looks like they're gonna try and flank us, so let's put ourselves into good position here. Where do they not? Do they just straight up not have any archers? Cool. Let's go for the Saber Militia then. We can even try and kill Sima Rui and Qing Fangning. Do 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 do. Yeah, there we go. We got some archers shooting away at the horses. They're missing. Oh, look at that. Hey Gov, I have a suggestion for your additional units mod, by the way. You should make a list of all the units on the workshop page. There we go, broke 2. Noise, noise, noise. There come the archers. Let's kill her. Why is she hanging out here? Come on, that's stupid. What's my favorite Total War game and why? Three Kingdoms of Troy, because I like Three Kingdoms because I really like the overworld mechanics, or whatever you want to call them. Troy because I really like the factions and the setting. Although I like the setting in Three Kingdoms as well. I'm more familiar with the Trojan War, you know. Sweet. They made a big mistake coming after us. Oh. Nope, okay. Go back, go back. There we go. I didn't realize, I always thought I had previewed it. Alright, I removed it because it was outdated. I was going to update it. It's in the works with a clearer text. Cool. I mean, I think when it comes to the workshop, you don't need anything fancy. You just need to have a list of all the units that it adds, and then people can check out what they do, what their stats are in the game. That's my opinion. You know, you. Oh no, horsies. Okay, yeah, I need. Okay, see if I can send in my spears against their cavalry. Well, we caught one. And our horses are back in play. Okay, I'm going to send some spearmen in after the archers. Let's see, do they have shields here, so we don't want to fight them. Let's try and fire on the infantry captain. Okay, we'll then take these ones, send them over here. Let's send our horses over here to deal with the archers as well. Okay, pum pum pum. We can send in our spears here as well. We'll send them in there. And we have our cheese swordsmen. Let's send in those as well. And we'll send in those against the spear guards. Let's do a hamstring. I'll leave my saber militia here for reasons. Okay, you turn around, you go there, and you go there. The spear guards can run after the archers. We'll get a good sandwich here between the Chi guardsmen and the spear guards on their spear guards. Cool. Let's see. Let's focus our archers somewhere good. You know what? There isn't much good left to be done. We'll send in our horsemen here, Sima Zhong and Wang Bao against that. The spear guards are going to get hit on by the Chi swordsmen. Let's take our archers and fire on the saber militia here. Oh, you turn around and attack the captain there. Oh, perfect. Let's switch that around so we can get some charging, hopefully. Can you... Don't skirmish. Oh, good, good. They're breaking. Taking a bit of time, but we're doing well. For something that was going to be a valiant defeat, I feel vindicated. Claim victory. And battle. Woo! What GP am I running this on? 2080 Super? I think this has. We have not been able to get any of the 3000 series into the studio yet, I think. At least not into my hands. But I really want one.
Our victory is proof of heaven's approval.
How is it? Okay, cylinders gained. Yeah, I can take a little bit of replenishment.
Immediately.
Because we're going to have to attack this again. I want to have it as clear as possible so my users know exactly what to get. Yeah, sure. That's absolutely valid. Reach faction rank prince. Oh yeah, of course. We have different... This screen is very different. Let's see. So we got Emperor, Regent, Victorious Prince. So we are a minor prince right now. So we can become a prince. Let's see. Grand Prince, Imperial Prince, Victorious Prince. Reach this level to win the campaign. So we got Sima Yong here. Reach the rank of Victorious Prince, then annex or destroy all other major factions. And these are the major factions. The playable ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, because I'm the 8th. I was like, why are there only 7? Idiot. Absolute mug. Right. Okay. We got an upgrade here. Cool. Let's see, we got extra resolve, extra authority, unlocks assignment, counteract corruption, noble support. Let's go with that. So we have to defeat 3 armies of garrison, and we have to reach Prince. You know, play some Purple Rain and all that. That's a terrible joke. What's just a Pyrrhic victory, really? Okay. Let's start the battle. Alright, and after this battle, I think we are done for today. Actually... Hey, Gov. What are the other unique units for Sima Zhong? Do I have any of them?
Swordsman ready!
Let's get a nice cinematic shot here of our Chi swordsman. You're using the swordsman one? It's Chi swordsman. So it's these guys. unfortunately, and this is probably going to take away points from my Total War cred, I have not memorized every single unit in the game. Okay, there they are. It's very cool, very cool. Alright. So, we want to get our archers in there to start firing on the towers. And we want to get the... tower on over there as well. Right. Kadunk. Send you up the walls. You all have send you up the walls. Horses stay back. We'll wait with the Chi. Well, this I guess the second Chi guardsmen. They'll hang out in the back and run up when the first ones are done with the tower. Meanwhile, I think you need to go and whoops, fire arrows. You need to go and take out the arrow towers. Well, fort tower first, I guess. Ah. Speed up a bit. Okay. Go. Fire damage 100%. We'll move to that tower because that's just gonna blaze into fire. Oh, 49, 75, 83, 90, 100. We'll pick up that one. And I'm gonna say that that's most of them. Yeah, I could go after this one as well. You know what? I might. Is that burning? Yes, it is. Alright. Finally go after that one. Oh yeah, I forgot the second Chi infantry, who's needs to follow here. Okay, we have destroyed the tower. There we go. Just destroying towers left and right. That's the Sima Zhong way. I should just take my horses and have them attack the gatehouse so we can open that gate. They can continue fire on this, surely? Yeah? Nope, that's the building. Nope. Alright, let's let's have them fire in, I guess. If we are done with the towers, that's not gonna reach us. What's the closest there? That's not gonna reach us. Okay, use the siege tower. We're over the wall. We're just straight up setting fire, full fire to the city, aren't we? Are you? Oh yeah, no. You know what they could do? Focus on these towers. I forgot. Three Kingdoms has bits where there are towers inside the cities. It's been a hot minute since I played Three Kingdoms, like I said before. Alright. Let's send our swordsmen in. You know, all of these, just get in. You have no value up there.
The time has come. Attack! Look, the enemy run. Craven!
Yeah, so are my spear guards, but you know what? That's fine. How far does that reach? Not far enough. Hey, we're taking the gates finally.
We have
It is ours now. Okay. Those archers are about to break. Like they're listening to Linkin Park. I know it's... I'm putting swordsmen against horses here. But... yeah, who cares? Oh! Fine. You. Continue focusing on that. Actually, all of you. Focus on these guys. I thought they were broken. They were not. Sima Zhong, focus on Shi Xiang. That is absolutely not how you pronounce that, but I'll go with it. Come on. It's just spear guards. Can I send these guys up here to deal with that? Yeah, send after the second commander. Should get these inside the walls so I can shoot up from this side, because I think that's better. I think it's easier to hit them. Meanwhile, I guess go to the plaza, take the victory point, win the game. There we go, they are broken. Are they jumping down? Cowards. There we go. Oh, the fire is laying waste to the city. It's a cool effect. The way fire spreads in cities. And battle. Woo! Who's that hero? The first one, red? Yeah, Sima Zhong. Yeah, it's 8 princes. When you're in, you want to take the units off loose formation. Oh yeah, of course.
Justice cannot be denied.
Finish the unit list for me. Sweet. Oh, 13 control. Cool. Yeah, so it does absolutely. What's the... Oh, it ramps up real quickly. Sweet. That's awesome. Let me do this for a moment, just so I don't accidentally show you something I'm not supposed to. I've done that too many times in my career. Let's see. Additional unique mods for 8 princess. Unique mods? What? Unit mods. Units list. There we go. Cool. So let's jump in. So the second mod that we were using was the 8 Princess units list. So we've got Imperial Spearguard for Sima Liang. We've got Highwaymen, Cutthroat Marksmen, Swordsmen of Wei, and Spearmen of Wei for Sima Lun. Got Chi Swordsmen for Sima Zhong. We've got Heavy Chiang Marauders for Sima Jing. We've got Chu War Masters for Sima Wei. Chu Battle Guard for Sima Yue. Jing Venerable? Is that how you say that? I think so, Venerable. For Sima Ai, and Xianbei Infantry for Sima Yong. I need to play with Sima Lun. I didn't realize that Sima Lun had 4 unique units. I have to get in on that. I guess I know what I'm doing today when I get home. So thank you all for watching. Thank you, Gov, for stopping by the stream. It was great having you here, pointing out my mistakes and so on. Cracking mods. I think you should all check out Gov's mods. If you just search Guvenoren Steam Workshop, you should find him on Google, like first sign. Or if you're on YouTube, I think there is a link in the description right now. So go check out his mods. Give him some feedback. You know, he specifically asked me no, he didn't specifically ask me. He said that he wanted feedback, especially on the 8 Princess mods. So go give feedback. Help make great mods. And there will be a version with the interview out on YouTube on Friday. All right. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time, next week. Goodbye. Where's my end button? Oh, there it is. Hello. Bye.